The thing I'll stipulate by some great analysis from our guys here going through the looks, what they think of the feet, how they move. There's a lot of shortstops who are below average in arm strength, but are still exceptional. Francisco Lindor is one, Corey Seager, Dansby Swanson, all really good shortstops because they do a lot of other things that are very good. They have good footwork, they go left, right, into the hole, etc. They have great timing. So arm strength is just one component of a shortstop. I'm not as big on it as I am, the exit velocity side of things with hitters, but it's a really good baseline, especially projecting the guy, maybe to move over to third base where the average arm strength is obviously going to be a bit hotter than shortstop. So it's some cool context to see on the top right of your screen.
Yeah, Lance, I love it. Caden Kirby's taking ground balls right now. Dan O'Dowd is a talent evaluator. Where do you stand on arm strength as you see 90 miles an hour come from a guy like Brady Eagles?
I think, Buck, more important to me is the internal clock, Greg, how the arm strength plays. But Mike, I had Tulo, and his arm strength was elite, but he only used it when he had to use it. Glove-to-hand transfer was elite. I was around Omar Vizquel, who was probably the best in the game ever at a glove-to-hand transfer. So I just think the accuracy and the consistency of the arm. The one guy in this group that has really stood out to me is the Jordan Yost kid. I thought he had really natural actions to stay at that position. He had a great arm strength, but he really didn't use it unless he had to. I thought his internal clock was great. His feet worked well. He caught the ball out in front of him consistently. He looked very, very comfortable, relaxed playing the position. I thought by far he stood out above everybody else.
Yeah, he made a great point. There's basically if you want to break it down, three parts to playing defense in the infield. You got to catch it, you got to transfer it, and you got to throw it. There's a lot of things that fit into that, but I think people miss the transfer. Dan brought up a good point. Is how cleanly guys. One of the things I watch for is how cleanly they transfer the ball and get it. Getting into a grip, getting into an arm position. Manny Machado was a guy that you never wanted to change how he did things. You didn't put a thumb on him and go, you got to conventionally play, because he could